it's Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and today I'm going to be interviewed by Kristen from the local news, and I'm super duper excited and nervous at the same time. So they asked me a bunch of questions about what I was doing on my channel in VidCon, and and kind of a little bit about me, and I answered them, and we moved over here. We did a little studio tour, and we talked a little bit about what's over here, what we have in the studio. Here's a little footage that my mom shot while it was going on. Presley, P-R-E-S-L-E-Y, Alexander, A-L-E-X-A-N-D-E-R.
And how old are you?
I am 9 years old.
9 years old, and you said you're going to be turning 10 when?
On July 12th.
July 12th. So, okay, so tell me a little bit about what it is that you do on your YouTube channel, the name of it, and all that good stuff.
Well, on my YouTube channel, I do lots of things. I do science, travel, I teach Japanese, and we basically just are doing whatever we're doing at the time. So if we're traveling, we shoot a bunch of travel vlogs, or on Sundays we do science, Saturdays we open and review toys, and Mondays we do crafts, and Wednesday we open some blind boxes.
A lot of originality going here.
People always call me a boy.
Yeah.
Really, I just cut it because I do jiu-jitsu, and I got a really long thing of hair pulled out of my head. So we just decided to make it short so people couldn't use their knees to yank hair out of my head. So I'm not a doll to be rerooted. I don't have the power to be rerooted, so I just have hair like this.
I had a doll that used to grow her hair. You have to any goal, like how many, if it was perfect, how many subscribers do you want? Like what would be a good number?
Well, I don't really do YouTube for the amount of subscribers that I get. I normally just do it for the fun of posting my videos on YouTube, and I do like getting I do feel proud of myself when I hit 1 million subscribers, but I haven't hit 1 million, but when I hit 10,000, when I hit 1,000, when I hit big amounts of subscribers, I feel really proud of myself, but I don't particularly do it for the subscribers at all, so I just like to see how much I'll grow in over the years.
What's your favorite?
My favorite thing about...
What's your favorite thing that's happened?
My favorite thing that's happened? By far my favorite thing is going to VidCon and meeting a lot of people that know me, and also meeting a lot of my favorite YouTubers, and I have and having all their autographs, and it's super cool. So that's my favorite thing about YouTube, is you get to meet these creators, and I've gotten to meet the people that are behind the screen, and it's just so cool.
Tell the John Green cry story.
Oh yes, that's awesome. I made John Green cry, and he actually knows my name. So 2 years ago or something, we were sitting in the education panel, and all of the people in the education panel were just lining up. They started to take questions, and I raised my hand, and I started talking about how I was a homeschooler and I learned stuff from books from the library at the beginning, and I said that they were my favorite teachers, and I actually made John Green tear up, and he started, and it was really funny. And then the next year we went back to the EDU panel, and John Green's said, like, the girl who made us cry last year is in the 3rd row. I'm not going to let that happen again. And he also now knows my name. We were going to the Vlogbrothers signing where he was, and he said, "Hi, Presley." So it's super cool. That's one of my favorite things that's happened to me in YouTube. Here is my Doctor Who collection. I have from Doctor Who blind boxes. I have all of these, and they're down here. And we also have these beds that we've made for some Monster High dolls. We do a lot for Craft Mondays, is we do stuff like that. And we have some science kits over here that we haven't opened with a blind box on top. We have a bunch of stuff that we haven't opened and we need to open. And a bunch of stuff that we have already opened we show here on the background, so people can know about what we have to open, and there's sort of a little bit more what to expect on Science Sundays and stuff. Okay. Like that.
So this view is kind of weird, don't you think? It's like you're in a lab. Grab it on the top, and then put your hand on the bottom.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. This is the view that I see every day when we're recording. I've gotten used to it, but it might look weird to people that haven't been down in the studio a whole lot.
It's Presley cam?
Yes.
What's that little, the Japanese, what's that character's name? I have a stuffed animal. Oh, yeah.
Totoro.
We have a stuffed animal. He's
We do have a stuffed Totoro too.
One of my friends brought me back a stuffed animal.
She needed, and just immediately she said VidCon.
VidCon.
And I didn't even know what VidCon was, I think, at the time when she said it. So I was like, okay, and we looked it up, and I said, fine, let's go to VidCon.
Yeah.
And because she loved all these YouTubers, and so I said, well, do you want to shoot some videos and sort of do some stuff before we go to VidCon? And that way you kind of know what it feels like, and you can do those things. And so that was, I think, 50 days, right? We were at 50 days when we went to VidCon, and so we shot for 50 days in a row leading up to it.
We were at 49 days from the first one, and
yeah,
so we hit 51 by the end.
Yeah, we sort of, at that point, we had hit 50, and we said, okay, well, let's go to 100 and see what happens. And once we hit 100, we said, okay, well, let's do a year and see. And now, yeah, we'll be less than a month away from 2 years now.
Yes.
And what do you think it's done for her as your daughter? Have you seen like the growth, or I mean, she's got to have gotten so much better since that first video.
Well, there's no doubt. Like, she's more comfortable in front of the camera. She can speak more sort of off the cuff. And
I'm used to the studio and having bright lights glaring into my eyes all the time.
And just her confidence, like in her presentation confidence. And when we meet people in person, she can speak more clearly and is more understandable and not intimidated by meeting people in person. I've never seen her sort of starstruck anymore because she's met these people and done those kinds of things. So she sees, maybe because now that she's doing this shooting stuff on YouTube and she's like a YouTube personality, she sees that all of those are sort of normal people, like even the actors and the musicians and the people that she might meet, they're just people that do something. And because she has that experience in front of the camera too, she relates to them kind of on a different level. When she's interviewing celebrities for the channel, she sort of has exactly the same. She's really laid back and has a conversation, and people are really kind of taken aback by how she does it. Go ahead.
And since I am homeschooled and I do a lot of things, I've never really ran into someone that I've interviewed that I can't really relate to in at least one way. I've interviewed writers like Zahn, and I write stories sometimes, so I could relate a little bit to him because he writes and I write too. And I can relate to a lot of people like actors that I've interviewed and YouTubers. I haven't interviewed really YouTubers yet, but I'm excited to. Because I've been in front of cameras all the time, so I can sort of relate to them in a way, and that makes it a lot easier. And I'm trying to keep my interviews less interviewee and more like having a conversation with the other person.
And like it's a lot of work to keep her challenged. Like I think that as part of the homeschool, again, that's sort of our goal, is to keep her challenged and keep pushing her forward and making sure that she's not getting bored with everything that we're doing. And that's not easy to do with her. She gets bored easily. She's bright. And
well, I get bored easily, but I also get entertained really easily, which is a weird thing.
Yeah, right. She likes to dig deep into. There's lots of different things she can do. So no, I'm very, very proud. I couldn't be prouder of the things she's accomplished. I'm blown away by. I mean, she did, like she interviewed Timothy Zahn at a con just the other day, who wrote a lot of the Star Wars Extended Universe books and actors. And YouTube is brilliant at that. These little 5-10 minute videos on a subject of world history that John Green does. It's just really amazing to watch those guys. And then, like I said, that table, we needed a table, but we bought that table because it's the same color and shape as John Green's table. And we bought a chalkboard, and we created a chalkboard. We got a globe that's the same globe he has on his desk when he shoots, and then dressed her up and had her do a little John Green impersonation.
With glasses with the things popped out.
Right, it's really funny, and people respond well to those too. They're really cool to see.
So they'll be linking the doobly-doo to the actual video. So yeah, I was super excited and super nervous at the same time. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
It's time to press the subscribe button. Subscribe button. Subscribe button. Subscribe. Bye 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 bye.